Now, hello, welcome. Hi there.
Hello.
Welcome to
Hello.
Salt or Hype. It's very late here, but EA. We're watching the EA thing. This
I want to go to
EA
bed.
Play Live. Yeah, I want to go to bed too, but I want to watch this first. So I'm the Gagger Man, and I'm joined here with.
Helm of Thunder.
Show of Gamer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think we've still got a little while before this starts. We've got about 4 minutes, and because it's a premiere, it will probably do that like YouTube countdown thing as well, because that'll be a good time to figure out the sound levels on my end. But don't really have any anticipation with this. If you read the description, it pretty much just says including fan favorites such as Apex Legends as well as EA Sports, FIFA, and Madden. And it just says stuff like world premieres and all that kind of stuff. So it's probably mostly that stuff. But I guess we'll find out together.
Does anyone have like any sort of like wish list, like wish that they would like to see get announced or shown?
New Burnout.
Yeah, I was about to
Burnout
say
Paradise 2. Or, a new something from Criterion Games. Like, what happened to them? I remember, like, what was it, 4 or 5 E3s ago, they were showing off something that was in early development, going, oh yes, Criterion Games are working on this game that has planes and cars and boats and stuff, and it never materialized or even had a name. They just showed, like, some really early footage of it. And it's like, what happened to it? It's like, are they doing anything? They didn't shut them down, as far as I know. Like, can they also maybe make a new Road Rash while they're at it? Because I think Criterion would be the best people to do it. Like the Burnout guys would be perfect to do a new Road Rash. I say this like every year. I say this literally every year of EA. Where's my Burnout? Where's my Road Rash? And it never happens.
I think for me, like I think I spoke to you about this before this started, Gagaman. I'd like to see Mass Effect on the Switch, like the first 3 games.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
Or a remaster collection, something along those lines. Or I'd like to see maybe an announcement. Now the game's been out for about a couple weeks now. That maybe they're doing a remaster of some of the other Command & Conquer games.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah, Tiberian Sun and maybe Red Alert 2. I'd be up for that,
Yeah, I mean, doesn't that remaster have most of the earlier expansions and stuff included?
It's basically got everything to do with the first 2 games, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's even got the N64 missions and everything on there.
Really? Huh.
Purpose for it.
Nice.
So, yeah, really cool. Like, really cool package, and I would be happy to see them continue this, because it's a pig to play Tiberian Sun and Red Alert 2 nicely on PC these days. So,
I bet.
as it was with Red Alert and Command & Conquer 1. So,
they're just so old now that I guess, that'd be good. I'd like to see them do some more of what they were calling EA Originals, which is the silliest brand ever, because that's basically like, hey, these are games that are not sequels. But I'd like to see them do some more stuff like Unraveled. I think that's what it was called, Unraveled.
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 The
stuff like that.
pocket.
Yeah, the little knitted character game. I want to see more stuff like that from EA, I think, because when they do stuff like that, it's actually kind of neat.
I mean, because they own the Star Wars license, and we know that they're not above Switch ports of old Star Wars games, like we're seeing Pod Racer just around the corner, and we've seen Jedi Knight and all that kind of thing. Give me Knights of the Old Republic, please, on the Switch. Do that.
That sounds alright. I'm kind of hoping they do show some gameplay of that new Star Wars game, the Squadrons one. I am curious about that.
As someone who's a big fan of X-Wing and TIE Fighter, I hope that this is in depth. I hope it's not just like
not too basic. Or maybe it has 2 different modes, maybe like a sort of more sim style mode and then a arcade mode.
I heard it supports a HOTAS, so you can have like both sticks and play it like that. So I presume it's in depth.
Okay.
So hopefully, I hope it's not like Rogue Squadron. Not that I dislike Rogue Squadron, but I want it to be a proper sim. So hopefully, but
I don't think there's a way for me to turn my cursor off on the stream, but I don't think there is with the window cap. Alright, well, fair enough.
It's just.
I just put it on the wrong. I put it on the wrong thing. Whoops.
Oh no!
What happened? There we go. Got it.
Just
right. Premiere will begin shortly, so it'll probably do the little YouTube countdown thingy. Yeah. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I've heard websites saying they reckon it's roughly an hour, which would be perfect. Like,
sounds about right.
No longer than that would be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Countdown has begun.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Whee, that's loud. I'm going to have to turn that down. I can't hear anything else.
I mean, I think we can probably safely expect maybe a new Trials game. They tend to always
Ubisoft.
Oh, that's Ubisoft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who can tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys will have to let me know, because this YouTube Premiere thing is incredibly loud. I've literally got the volume right down, and it's overpowering your voices at the moment.
Jeez. I mean, I've got it on like one little notch.
Yeah.
Like one pixel over the...
This has always been loud, this YouTube thing. I've always found this louder than everything else. Like, in history. Just in general.
Just glad they're not using licensed music.
They get content ID'd by themselves.
Yeah.
50 seconds. Ooh. Exciting.
My excitement.
Yep.
Let's go FIFA, yay.
Yay. I just want to see next gen sweaty men.
It's sad when I'm more excited for the Captain Tsubasa football game than the actual proper football game.
I don't blame you. That does look pretty hype.
It does.
Did you see the collector's edition for that? That comes with a giant, a full game of football.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing. It's like £1,000 or something. Yeah.
And they've got like 150 quid one that comes with a football kit as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's like they really pull that stuff. I'm not even aware anyone likes that show over here. It must be like
turn this down. Right, let's see what the volume of the actual thing is like compared to this, because this is too loud. Right, here we go.
I can't hear anything yet. Oh, here we go.
Rating pending to M.
I don't know what that is. RPM.
Oh, it's like rating pending to M. So if you're rating pending, you're allowed to watch this.
Hello and welcome everyone.
You're going out there, Gigaman.
Hello and welcome.
2020.
Hey there, Mel.
We're happy that you're joining us today.
Hey.
Over the next
let us know what the sound levels are like with us and this EA thing. I wonder if this has... You can see he's reading a teleprompter. Well, not a teleprompter. Piece of paper.
He's staring very much at the camera, and I don't like it.
This is not like.
Is this auto-generated?
Yeah.
I won't bother with the subtitles. I don't think they're set up ones. Aussie in Australia.
These brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We're also deeply thankful to all
when is
even when we've had to stay
the
physically apart,
NGPX thing?
you are using games to come together
June 23rd, so that's next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
You've shown why
I'd love to be able to cover that.
the greatest form of entertainment.
Yeah,
Well, 7 hours long, so.
Huh?
This is also a
7 hours long, that.
It's 7 hours long? I don't know about that.
And there is much to be done to drive
Doing
real
shifts.
and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every colour, background, religion, and personal preference.
Black Lives
We'll
Matter.
continue to build strong representation.
Whether you like pineapple on your pizza or not.
Making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play.
Yep.
We
Good
also
on you
have
for
real
saying all
work
that.
to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work.
Oh,
Today,
Ninjala
we're here
came out
because of the
today?
power of games.
What is it?
Games bring us
I thought it
together.
was
They
just...
can make our lives better.
I saw the app.
They can
I
teach us.
downloaded
They can provide escape and
the game,
self-expression.
but I don't think it's
And
actually
most of all,
available to play yet.
games can be fun. All of us at
Here are some
Electronic Arts
games.
believe in that, and it's why we're excited.
Games can be fun, but half the time we don't make fun games.
So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
Oh yeah, let's get into some games, mate. Oh, I like what they've done with the background. It's like the old EA logo, the square, the cube, the triangle, and that's cute.
Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks.
Shut up.
T-shirt came, bam,
Already, shut up.
Then Carol Baskin,
Get caught in that ring, those Coke can rings in the background.
Look like brass knuckles as well.
Brass knuckles for someone with a lot of knuckles.
Yeah. Also, use brass knuckles on this guy.
All right, I'm being told there are no tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring
no need to shout at us.
Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals.
Oh yeah, it's 1 hour. Good to know.
Trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback.
This will be going to bed soon.
And a new way. Star Wars
reasonably, yeah.
Greatest fantasies this year is a sneak peek at the future. Oh. And pay close attention because
I would like to see more next gen.
One of thousands of Steam codes
so they're giving away Steam codes, even though they've got EA.
I think they've pretty much confirmed that. Why is there an E at the bottom of his mug?
So it'd be part of the Steam code. They're going to show them.
I think EA are pretty much giving up on Origin at this point, and I think they're like moving into Steam.
Let's see some games. Up first,
from what I've heard, anyway.
Looks like Titanfall just came to Steam today, so I think they've just given up.
Oh, is this Apex?
Apex.
I've heard rumours about this coming to... Well, we'll see. Whoa, it's getting a little bit choppy for me.
Hey, Apex fans, the battle just
I played a bit of Apex, I couldn't really get into it, not my cup of tea.
None of these games are really my cup of tea, to be honest.
No.
I heard some rumours about this game.
The most cup of tea of these kind of games that I've ever played is probably Tetris 99.
Yeah, that I wouldn't even count that as one of these.
No.
That's just Tetris with lots of players. This is just boring shooting. The robot's doing a robot dance.
Hope you've been enjoying season 5,
because he's a robot.
Which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba. A major map change to King's Canyon.
Loba.
Rest in peace, Skulltown. An all-new ranked series and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next.
Shooty.
Lost Treasures.
Shooty, looty. It's a wee bit buffery for me, just say, you know. I might end up being a tiny bit behind. Ugh. Yeah, it keeps stuttering for me. Probably because I'm streaming while watching stream.
Fortune and answers.
I thought this game was basically dead and dusted. But I heard the player base basically just dropped off.
I don't know.
But if they survive,
it's so saturated though.
I don't really know enough about it.
Yeah, the market is so saturated, and Fortnite thing. So you know.
Yeah.
I suppose this is a cross between Fortnite and Overwatch, but
maybe if I pause this, it'll run a bit better. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of stuttering, unfortunately.
I guess you can't turn the quality of the stream down.
I mean, I could try that. Yeah, it's currently 1080, so I don't need that. I'll go 720 because I don't need it.
I don't need guns.
That might be better.
I know what I'm looking for.
Hopefully.
I won't
Let's keep moving things around. There we go. Assume all the sound levels are good. Looks good to me.
Salting so far.
Yeah, this game still exists. If you squint really hard, if you like read that from a distance, it looks like it says Fortnite. It's like, oh, okay. Yay. Look at these weird shiny gold people.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode.
I love content.
Evolved.
Yes.
It's
I love the
return of a fan
contents.
favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
It makes it all worthwhile.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map.
What is he
Don't
doing?
worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle. Lost Treasures
This would
also
be
introduces a new
highly
template
interesting
for this
if
map
I was an avid player of this game, but I'm
at
not.
what motivates this weapon-wielding hacker.
I'm sure, yeah, people that are invested in this game are going, ooh,
That's EA in a nutshell, isn't it? Though you're either a fan or you're not.
yeah, I guess. But you could say that about, like, the Pokemon thing, for example, the other day, yesterday. It's like, in Go, there's Galarian Farfetch'd, and it's like, Stacey's like going, oh, that's nice, and I'm just sitting there like, okay.
Or like when
That
Pokemon
means
Snap 2
nothing
was
to me.
revealed.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain select people like.
Oh no,
losing
even
it.
I was kind of hyped for that. I was like, oh cool, they're making a sequel to this game that everyone wants.
Coming to Switch.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Sorry.
Are you ahead?
One of the biggest requests we
Yes,
get,
I'll
and
pause
we're
it for a
thrilled
sec.
to finally
Yeah,
offer it
oh.
to our fans.
Fair dues. I'm a little bit behind.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
I did hear about this anyway. It was rumoured, like, within the last day or so. How's this gonna work? This looks like another one of those games that's like, it will just about work on Switch, but like, is it worth it?
Well, I have a decent PC in Apex, but it doesn't really run well on that. So
yeah, it's going to be really like compromised probably. I don't have a Switch for games like this, you know. I don't have it for like big, elaborate games. I mean, Fortnite works well on the Switch because that game has, you know, cartoony graphics and.
yeah, it's not that taxing.
Yeah, whereas this looks a bit more involved, I guess. Oh, my trophy!
Ah.
Hello,
that's just
everyone.
bullshit
Oh,
for a
Sims
second.
One
time.
thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important.
Especially characters with fictional language, especially people with fictional languages.
Just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in
I
the games
love
you
that Simish version of Kajagoogoo.
are a few members of our Sims
Yeah, they do a lot of real songs, don't they?
Yeah, I love those. They're actually brilliant. Just do more of those. I'll be happy.
Well, Katy Perry put out a whole album in
Simlish.
Simlish.
While Sims isn't something that really interests me, I'm glad that it's so supported for people
Yeah.
who care about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think the amount of DLC is frankly a rip-off.
Well, yeah. They know what they're doing, and they've always been doing that. They've been doing that since the first game. Now they're on
Pretty
what, the
much.
4th or 5th?
I mean,
basically-
I forget which one they're at.
I had to play. I was like praying to God to
Yeah.
undo it.
I mean, they pretty much give away the base game now for next to nothing.
How much makeup did they put on this nerd's face? So polished. The one with the glasses. It's just like someone buffed his face to the point where there's just like nothing but smoothness.
This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was.
Yeah, I remember again, like The Sims, like the first game,
Cats
and
and
then all the
Sims.
expansion discs.
Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope
That was ridiculous
our
back
world
then.
eventually becomes.
For each
Yeah,
iteration.
Yeah, I think 5CM Prince is into these games, but I think she pretty much just sticks to. I think it's 2.
Yeah.
I think she's got like, because she got all the expansion discs for like really cheap, and she's just happy with that. She doesn't need to move on. She's like, yeah, this game's perfectly fine. Like, she doesn't need to upgrade.
It's like the people who have played Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and it's like, no, this is fine. It's not going to get any better than this, so it's
Sorry.
fine.
I without fear.
But I think the only Sims game I played that I really enjoyed was actually the Game Boy Advance one.
Oh, right.
Because that had like a story.
As you
Oh,
just saw,
okay.
there are so
And I
many
enjoyed that
reasons
one.
why I am proud
Huh.
to be part of the Sims
You
global
start
community.
out in like a bed sit and
We
you
want
work
The
your
Sims
way
to
up.
be a place of
Huh.
unity and hope.
Neat.
A place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world. A place to imagine what's possible.
A place where you can make Santa Claus show up and then have sex with him in a bush, and then have a mutant Santa Claus baby.
And we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you.
There's a series on Giant Bomb where they're trying to do this challenge where they're trying to basically breed 100 babies, and one of them involved Santa Claus.
It's going to make a lot of people happy, I think.
Oh, a Steam release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think EA are pretty much. I think EA are pretty much giving up on Origin at this rate, or they will be.
Yeah.
Like a whole service just for one publisher is just not worth it. Like I think Ubisoft will go the same way. No. I'm not even surprised Blizzard get away with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's only because of the type of fans that they have, really. It's very specific.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake, there's Baby Yoda.
What?
Oh, yeah. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, yeah. Alright. That's weird. You can have sex with Yoda and then have a baby Yoda. From what I've seen of The Sims, that's basically what that game is. You just
Hey everyone, Alex
have
here from
sex
the
with
social
people and
team.
have mutant
Joining me
babies.
today from our community
Put them
team
in a
is
swimming pool and
Freeman.
take away these stairs so they can't get out.
I was just about to say that. That's the other fun thing about that game.
We're talking about Battlefield now.
Goody.
All playable right this second.
And
Oh,
EA
they're
Access
still
arrives
talking
on
about
Steam this fall. You can get
Steam
all
stuff.
those great titles and a
Oh,
ton
they're
more
even putting
with
EA
membership.
Access on
You can
Steam.
also
Okay.
expect to see our new releases.
It's funny
on
how
Steam
in the
too.
background
One of the first arrived
there's
just a short while ago
sort of like
with full
caricature
support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know
possibly
you will
of
too.
man
Oh,
and his
yeah.
wife
It's commanding
with the
Oh, yeah.
Overwatch t-shirt on.
Ah. Oh, they're talking about Command & Conquer now. Oh, there you go. You might get your wish.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, this thing
I
does
think
look
they're
very cool.
It's very nice. It's everything
Yeah.
a remaster should be.
Yep. I love what they've done with the sprites and even the cutscenes, and just really gone out of their way.
Yeah.
I do want to get back into this Command & Conquer.
It's definitely the way to go, I would say.
Welcome back, Commander.
Oh, on Steam. I think a lot of this so far has been, oh, this is on Steam.
Getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more
That's the first time they mentioned Origin.
Platforms.
It's the opposite of that other stream, the PC Game one was like, it's on Epic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Coming tomorrow, and
They're saying
Apex
about
Legends later this year.
games coming
And
to
we're bringing
Switch and
crossplay
stuff.
to many of your favorite games too.
Oh, crossplay
Starting
as well.
with Need for Speed Heat, and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you
I'm
want.
curious to see EA do more Switch stuff, just because they barely tried so far.
Absolutely.
That'd be
Now,
like a
let's reveal
reversal
some
on the
more
Wii U,
games.
wouldn't it?
Over to you, Greg.
Well, they did actually support the Wii U more, technically, at the start, you know, the first year or so.
And I mean anywhere.
Yeah, they did bring
Keep your eyes open. Write
They
the letter
pulled stuff
to
like
IGN.
Need for
Yeah.
Speed
Once you
over,
got
didn't
the
they?
full
And
code,
that was
you'll
apparently
be
a
able
really
to
good
enter
port
for a
as well.
chance to win one of more than a
Most
dozen
Wanted.
great games on Steam. So stay tuned.
That was
to
one of the
find
better
out where
ones,
to
I
enter the
felt.
code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you
Yeah,
know there's
yeah.
nothing
Elks
I
just
love
noticed
more than
the
all those
shapes
and
being a nod
discovering
to their old
inventive
logo.
new games.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
spotted that.
I like
Those
that.
things, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has
Is it
partnered with the amazing studios
Oddworld
like
New and
Games Like
Tasty?
Joy to
That's
give
not
us
EA,
such creative
but
titles as a way up Faye.
We can only
Here
hope.
to explain how they do
But I
it,
always
and the
appreciate
talented
crossplay.
developers
You know, I'm
working.
glad that they've
Next wave,
yeah,
EA
they,
Origin.
that should just be a thing in general with games. Zoink!
Sony.
Yeah, Hazel Light. Oh, here we go. I was talking about EA or originals.
But it can be really hard to do it on your own. We wanted
Okay.
space for our studio's creativity.
Oh, I like this animation.
So that we can try unconventional
Quite
approaches
nice.
to solving new ideas. There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game.
This is quite a nice looking trailer. If they're making a game that looks like this, I'll be fine with it. But they're probably not.
Let's find that magic.
Oh. Oh, this is just about those games. It's about that brand in general. Just like,
yeah.
Hey, we actually make games that are not sequels occasionally. This is like EA's indie but not indie brand, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They're like indie style games, but they're not indie because they're not.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers
Right,
are
there's a P in the
working on, we
background
turn
there.
our spotlight
P.
on 3 studios.
So it was A, P, and he had E on his mug.
Yeah, I've actually got a notepad on my screen, digging down every letter.
Let's do it.
Okay, so.
Please welcome Joseph Fares.
Okay. What? Oh yeah, the guy that made Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that game.
And that other game he did that wasn't quite as popular, but seemed pretty neat.
I've always wanted to play that, but never got around to it.
What, Brothers?
No,
A Way Out. Yeah, I always thought that looked quite intriguing, but I heard a lot of people were a bit disappointed with it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Has he got a new game?
Born in Beirut, 1977.
1977, how old is he?
Older than me.
Bad stuff happening there.
Oh.
We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie, Zozo, it's basically
Oh, so it's actually making a movie rather than game this time.
Oh,
I've done
okay.
5 feature movies and now I've done 3 games.
Now I'm going to make a game about the movie.
It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games.
Oh, so the studio is actually called Hazelight. It's not actually a game.
All about.
But It Takes Two.
And action.
Oh, okay.
The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op.
So it's another co-op.
Another co-op game. Oh, it's going to blow your effing mind.
Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody, May,
Well, that's where to get the emphasis over.
So she creates 2 dolls.
I sure do like making co-op story things. Oh, okay, so you like little dolls.
You could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions.
Okay.
There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions.
I'm making another one of my co-op games, but like I merged it with Unraveled. Made them little toy characters.
Different and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride. That
Did you see what he did there? Because there was a literal roller coaster.
Symbolism.
It's a roller coaster of a game because there's a roller coaster in it. Oh, he's so edgy. He swears sometimes.
I was about to say, why does he need to swear every 5 seconds?
Check out the muscles as well. That didn't really explain what that game was.
Joseph, we love you so much. Thank
I
you.
assume it's
barely
going to
showed
be the
anything.
Of course,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in
Yeah,
Sweden.
go on.
Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and
He
Olof
made a
from
Swedish
Zoink
fish
Games.
joke, which isn't from Sweden at all.
Sweden, yeah.
I mean, I would like some Swedish fish, but
Welcome to Gothenburg, and well, my home.
Ooh, there's a creature like pulling its heart
I can't
out.
bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have
so
some
like
exciting news
Superman,
for you
but
about
with
our
his
latest
skin.
game.
Yeah.
At Zoink, we've always been driven by
Oh my
love
god, this guy's
rich
ponytail.
visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better. And I think my friend Olof would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker.
Zoink.
Something out of a gothic fairy tale.
Zoink.
What started with a
Games.
mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful,
Kind of
twisted dream. And that's
Looks
the
a
world
bit
around.
like a Double
Lost
Fine
in
game
Random is the
almost.
story of Eden, a little girl
I'll do the most lowest common denominator thing and go, oh, it looks like Tim Burton.
After a horrible event that changes her life, she
I was only
embarks on
going
a
one step
dangerous
above
journey
that, to be
through the world
honest.
around
It's
her.
either Tim Burton or Ren and
She's not
Stimpy.
alone. Just like I have Olof,
This isn't the
Eden
Ren and
also has
Stimpy,
a
so it's the
crazy
Tim Burton.
little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that
Oh, I
gives
like
her
little
the power
dice
to
man.
really change things in the Kingdom of Random.
Devil Dice, a new Devil Dice.
I'd be up for that.
The dark force controls every aspect of life.
Did you ever play the second one on the PS2?
It's a coming-of-age
No, I didn't.
story.
I think I've got that somewhere. I think it's called like Bombastic or something like that. It had a really unrelated name that made it
I think we
not
can all
obvious
relate
it was
to
a
the
sequel.
desire to try and control the chaos around us.
Not as bad as
Dice is
Mobile Light
helpful.
Force
Even
with
learns the power in doing
Oh
the
god, yeah.
opposite. Embrace the
Gumbird
randomness,
and
accept uncertainties, and
Shikigami no Hero,
you'll be
yeah.
surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with a roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways
I wanted
from
to see
launch,
it.
but we hope
I
you'll
see the
join
dice on
Ruben
his
and
t-shirt.
Dicey on their journey next year. Until
Yeah, it's
then,
clever.
please enjoy this
It's
first
synergy.
weekend, Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
Ooh. I have a crazy ponytail. Oh, there, I've got to show us some of it. Okay, that's fine. I was worried they were just going to move on and be like, well, we had no idea what that was. World of Random. Low random.
A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
Yeah, I can see what you mean about like Double Fine.
Forming the fates.
Looks like something they would come up with.
Like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn.
Kind of reminds me of Fable with the voiceover.
Yeah, this trailer. Ooh. Oh, it's like an eye. Ooh. I'm not sure how I feel about the eye. Eyes a bit.
This looks interesting enough. I mean,
It doesn't. Yeah, this looks alright.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us, right?
Dicey. Okay, I like his little flap mouth at the top, and the fact that he just went. He sounded just like the little fruit people in
Really cool. That's a look at
Bug
Lost in
Snacks.
Random in Maine.
Stroppy.
I feel like I live that every day of my life. Ah! Do you know I was going to do that? You
Go
got no
away.
idea.
Just go away.
The game's out
I mean,
next year.
I know this letter is A now. I reckon the next letter is Y.
Take it away, Kevin Franklin.
Yeah.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on
Final
incredible
Strike
multiplayer
Games.
franchises. We are passionately focused on making great.
Isn't that the
multiplayer
name of a
games.
Switch game?
That's why
What,
I'm
Final
incredibly
Strike?
excited
Yeah,
to announce
also
that we
like
are
a
partnering
samurai
with
game where you die in
talented
one
team
hit.
to
Oh no,
release
it's
our
One
first
Strike.
ever
One
title,
Strike, oh
yes.
Rocket
Yeah.
Arena.
Oh, this looks
As you'll see,
original.
we stay loyal to the name of the game.
I could not say that with any
It
like
allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fun.
irony whatsoever.
We wanted Rocket
That
Arena
looks
to be
so
an
original.
awesome, competitive experience to play with friends.
It's
I think you're
Rocket
gonna love
Fortnite
the
League.
Here's the all-new trailer of
Overwatch
Rocket Arena.
thingy.
Enjoy.
Overwatch thing.
Nah, man, it's like
Oh
the
my
next
god,
like
it's
Sonic
literally
Sonic Drift. No, Sonic.
Riders.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, because that's totally what the world wants. More Sonic Riders.
So good on Kratos. Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches. Quality public transportation.
Oh, so is it a racing game? What is it?
Exotic destinations.
No, they're
No,
jumping
it's a
around.
I think it's going to be a bit like, you remember Unreal Tournament 3 where you had those like hoverboards to get back into the action quickly?
Oh.
I think it's just going to be like that. Maybe.
But the real reason
Is it all like air combat? With hoverboards?
rockets.
This
Got
is
that
going
rocket
to die
right
very quickly.
Supposedly, it's got rockets.
The thing with these kind of games, you have to be onto it. You have to be on it. You have to have a really good idea and a really good game. Otherwise, the community's just going to beat you straight away, and then that's it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still curious how Ninjala's gonna do, because this feels like it's another one of. Yeah.
But at least it's a better Switch fit on the Switch, Ninjala. Than...
Yeah. This just looks like they took loads of other games and mushed them together. We're like, yeah, that'll probably work.
You got to give me a compelling reason to play this over Overwatch, and it's not working. So,
but there's rockets. Didn't you see the rockets? Rockets are like the best thing ever.
Oh no, it's not on Switch.
Oh well.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome to blast all over the place. But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master.
Play it, I'd actually give it a go, but if not,
You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast.
I can see this living as a free-to-play game.
It doesn't look terrible by any means, just kind of generic. Like some of the air combat stuff looks okay, I guess.
You're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray.
Oh, what was you saying about Unreal Tournament 3?
Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered
There's always
abilities.
heroes as well.
And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine.
That's just going to be one of the gimmicks of the current generation, is it? Like heroes.
I mean, it was for the last few years, wasn't it? When you think about it. Ever since Overwatch, everyone's wanted to be Overwatch.
Yeah, well, I'd say ever since League of Legends, really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played
regardless of platform, except for Switch.
That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support.
Everything's cross-play now.
Start.
Well, yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be a standard.
And get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link.
Content creators. We are content creators because I hit start streaming and then start just talking over some other stream. I'm a content creator.
Here's a hint.
Yeah, I said it would be the letter Y.
What have you got so far then?
EAPLAY.
It's just EA Play.
Yeah.
EA Play SUCK. It's the last one. SZ. Oh, they're finished.
I'm finally going to talk about Squadrons, I think.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first,
I have to crack a joke.
Grasp why I'm so excited. Earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I'm curious about this. Because when they showed off the last, multiplayer Star Wars games, I was like, that's good and all, but I don't really want to walk around shapping lasers. I just want to be in the spaceships going, sapping things.
Exactly.
And that's what this looks like. It's like, yep, that's fine. That's what I want from Star Wars. Either that or a game where you play as the droids, because I love the droids in Star Wars.
Yes.
A whole game starting just all different kinds of droids would be great.
Well, Fallen Order, I've been watching my girlfriend play Fallen Order, and it looks really good. It looks really good. So if they can
that
keep that
new,
momentum,
that single player one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually looks quite good from what I saw of it.
I'd like to play that, and it's like if they can keep up that momentum of making good games, yeah.
So can we see gameplay? Because none of that was gameplay.
Wow.
It wasn't gameplay.
Celebrating, excited. The 37-year-old man on this.
When you say gameplay, you have to specifically show someone playing it, not just a bunch of clips that could just be a trailer.
And here to put the hype in hyperdrive is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Fraser. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
Okay, where's the letter in this
great. How are
scene?
you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
God, so many of these streams lately where they have a person at their house, they always have these same shelves with just like strategically placed items. In fact, I don't even think he's there. I think he's green screened. The proportions on everything looks all out of whack to me. That shelf,
it's definitely green screen.
He looks like he's too small or something.
And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic
Ha,
over the holidays.
that's the
Why do you have
hard
to
from,
pretend that you have a shelf with some books on it?
Beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
Look at me, I'm a Star Wars
I think
fan.
at Motive you'll find that quite a few
Except
people
I'm not,
have
'cause it's
that
all green
level of
screen.
Star Wars fandom. We started
His real
to
house has just got piles and piles and piles of garbage. Just new, like 6 years worth of newspapers.
built a functional cockpit in his garage.
How do you know how I live?
That's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, those pictures he was drawing from when he was a kid is literally
But on top of that,
the HUD from X-Wing and TIE Fighter. So
Was it?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. So I hope that's a good sign.
Yeah. Basically, we took these sketches, and that was how we designed the HUD.
On that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative,
Concept
our started a little
art.
passion project, and that
Yeah,
ramped
clearly.
up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
Oh, they are actually going to show some gameplay then.
Your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships.
I don't think they're going to name drop specific ones. They'll go, oh, it's like, because they want to be, it's not like such and such. It is our own game. They don't want to specify. They don't want to specify, do they? Because they'll make some certain fans happy, but other fans not happy by doing that. So.
It's not exactly like that. They'll, you know, like the Battlefront thing.
Again, none of this is clearly. This is clearly not gameplay. This is just a cutscene. Just a gameplay.
Engines, fly ahead, cut them off.
I feel like we already kind of peaked at Star Wars graphics on the GameCube. Like, I feel like that. Yeah, what was it? Rogue Squadron on the GameCube already looked amazing, and it was like, well, they've already peaked with graphics that look like that.
The game starts with a brand new single-player story. Takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has some kind of a unique dual perspective.
X-Wing and TIE Fighter again.
So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot.
Oh, you don't pick a side. You basically do both.
Yeah.
Interesting. I was expecting you pick a side and then that's it. You're on that side.
And you've played maybe a bit in the practice range. You say, hey, I want
Hero
to
story and dark story.
want to make it really easy for you
And then you get the final story when you beat both of them.
And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers to make it
fight
as
a big
easy as
lizard,
possible for you to play with your friends.
Crossplay.
And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR.
I'm curious they're not saying anything about next gen yet. Because I thought when they first showed this off, I thought, oh, this is a next gen game probably, but or yeah, a cross gen game.
Well, if
It
they
seems
say
like it's not.
just Xbox and PlayStation, they can cover all bases there.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the big
true.
question. When can people actually play it?
Not too long.
So
actually.
close.
Star Wars Squadrons is
Today.
coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Yeah, any gameplay is the word.
You might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons.
Go
Enjoy.
for it. Go for it.
I just noticed we've gone 40 minutes in and there's been no FIFA or Madden yet.
It's impressive,
Well, that's
isn't
probably
it?
next then.
Yeah.
That'll be the rest of it.
Yeah.
The Imperial fleet is still a threat.
Boink.
Squadron. Let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum.
Oh, there we go. It's a bit of what might be gameplay.
At least in-engine.
In-engine cutscenes. Shoot that one particular.
Okay. It looks quite in depth looking at the HUD.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's VR. That sounds good.
Whole VR.
I wonder how well it will handle on like PSVR.
Guess I'm dusting off my HOTAS for this.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots. Flying
You'll also be able to play it with Labo VR somehow.
You'll experience this world through your cockpit.
Yeah, this in VR sounds pretty rad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Power management.
I don't know if it's picked up on the mic, but there's a helicopter flying outside my window.
At your side. Prove your skills on increasingly challenging.
I'll wait until the flight attendant.
I can't hear one.
No,
I'll shut my window just in case it's here.
Yeah.
Or is it your window?
Well, it is my outside mine, so I can see the light.
Right.
But yeah, right, back to the Star Wars.
Back to the Star War. This looks like a pretty decent Star War.
It does.
This is more my flavour of Star War than the last ones were.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can't even play it online until you've mastered some of it.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
It made you have to get a license in the old games, I think.
Ah, that sounds like they kind of implied that here as well.
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up.
I love that you can turn off flight assist.
What's next? F-wing? Z-wing? Y-wing?
There are Y-wings.
Yeah.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50
A little bobbly head Ewok.
Oh, there's going to be a Baby Yoda one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's almost guaranteed.
You can dramatically change your
And everyone's going to have
on your squadron strategy. Finally got him. This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
There's a lot of clouds in space.
Fine-tune your loadout.
In that level, anyway.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squads for the kill.
Once it makes that noise, I'm happy.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles.
Okay.
Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other
Oh, it has
players
bots.
or
Cool.
AI as a squadron of 5.
Okay.
I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate.
I don't know. One of them's like, I'll do whatever. I'll go with whatever you guys want to do.
Push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
One thing that can be said for Star Wars is it's always had very good sound effects.
Oh yeah, the sound design.
Like
Star
some
Wars
of
is
the
incredible.
best sound effects.
Massive flagship.
I just like how some of the blasters sound like a wet fart.
Yeah.
Pushes the line forward or falls back to defend. Keep our flagships safe.
If they could somehow combine Star Wars sound effects with Gundam sound effects, you have like the best science fiction-y sounds ever.
It's interesting because in one of the Blu-ray releases, one of the Gundam OVAs, for some reason they put in Star Wars lightsaber sounds.
Really?
Which is weird because usually that beam sabers in Gundam have their own.
Yeah. What was it I watched recently that used a lightsaber noise and it just I burst out laughing because I watched something recently and it just had the lightsaber sound. I was like, why is that there? I can't remember what it was. I have to look it. I think it was like
on a stream, I think, because I remember hearing something myself.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was something I was playing. And it's just like, why is that there?
Yeah,
So when can you play as like the spaceships from like the Psycho games in this?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that's basically just one of these but with like barrels on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you customize it to look like that. Oh, it's just sports.
It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited.
It's your boy.
EA Sports family, and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you.
Stop waving your fingers.
This is definitely a sport game.
Next level.
Next gen world premiere.
Right, show us the sweaty men.
Feel that burst of speed? It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
Just don't do what they did during like Xbox 360 era. They shouldn't be, because like these consoles are literally coming out this year, so what they show should be indicative of what we're actually getting, unless they just want to smoke and mirror us.
Yep, there's a sweaty man.
It's a sweaty man, yay, sweaty men.
Oh yeah, I could turn the volume down now.
Oh yeah. Is it a bit loud?
Oh, it's because I was like, oh yeah, I want to hear what they got to say about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'll be
And now
free.
it's just this, and it's like, yeah.
Definitely a sports game.
It sounds like 60,000 people.
I bet people have been gagging for
Liverpool.
sports game though, because I haven't been able to watch sports lately because of
Yeah, right down to the fact that they're using bloody FIFA sound effects for the fake audience. I think that's hilarious. I hope these new sports games actually have that as a mode, like a mode where there's just no audience. That needs to be a standard now, and then there'll be like Digital Foundry videos where they go, "Oh, we found that you get 2 extra frames per second if you delete the crowd."
I heard the other day that I think it was South Korea when they started up football again. They're still doing the quarantine, so they've got toys in the crowds.
Yeah,
toys.
Yeah,
Really?
I was just like,
Oh, that's brilliant.
That was hilarious.
They just got like little Toy Story characters sitting in the seats and teddy bears, cuddly toys.
Actually had Pokemon in the crowd.
Oh, really?
That's a lot
That's
to
brilliant.
look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer.
I'm glad that they moved on from that stuff very quickly.
And thanks, Lamar.
So far.
Welcome to the EA Sports family.
Oh, maybe not.
There are great things that come from EA Sports for all
Yeah,
of you,
famous last words.
and that's just the beginning.
Here comes the next
As
hour
you've
of
seen throughout the show
FIFA.
today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you
Electronic
more of the games you want to
artists.
play. Games like Star
We
Wars
are the
Squadrons,
electronic artists.
and Command and Conquer. These games
These
all
games are made
exist
by
because
robots.
of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until
Cool,
next June to share what the teams are working on.
We won't. Here's some smoke. Here's some buildings falling apart. Look, next gen.
PlayStation 5 thing again.
I mean, this is. I'm surprised they didn't do more of this on the PS5 thing. Just going, oh, look at the graphics, look at the graphics. But they didn't. They just showed games. Whereas, yeah.
Superior physics to nuanced
Yeah, look at that.
Cutscene!
This team hand curates
Cutscene
the
games!
moment experience.
Go on.
And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless
Probably
immersion
Need
which
for
will get you into
Speed.
the
It is
race
probably
in a
Need
matter
for
of
Speed, but give me a new Burnout.
BioWare
Mhm.
imagines and creates worlds
BioWare?
where you become the hero of your own story.
I think these are all just like
Of technology
tech
to make
demos.
those fantasy worlds
Yeah.
reality.
It's like this is a rough gist of what we're doing.
Console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating
Next
epic
gen,
battles
no
that is scale and
colours.
fidelity
In next gen, no one will. Oh, there we go.
At
Ugh.
Motive, we are working on a highly
Spooky.
ambitious and innovative new
Mhm.
game that puts the power and creativity in
Mhm.
your hands.
Okay.
An experience that has been
Yeah,
impossible without next gen
we're making Gary's mod. But next gen.
This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not
That's
just
Super
about
Nanny.
technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback, and let's build the future
Make a new
together.
Road Rash then, and then you'll have
On behalf
me
of all
as
of our
one of those
studios,
people.
Thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off,
Ah, that's pretty
there's
much it.
just one more
Alright,
game.
so
One
last
more
thing.
game.
Cousin Darren, over to you.
Almost thought the
No
game was
skate
called
game.
Kaz and Darren. I was like, what?
We finally get to say.
Oh, is this Skate?
Oh,
Is this
goodness
Skate?
sake, Yeah, how many more skate games do we need?
Well, they haven't made one for ages.
Well, no, I mean like.
Oh, you mean in general at the moment?
We got Skater XL. We've got Skatebird.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, especially in the case of Skate, because Skate was one of the better ones.
Yeah, it was.
Harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go. But
Showing Activision how to do it.
Seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
The comments.
It's amazing.
It's impressive.
Oh, the comments. I don't know if that was like joy or just like frustration. It was like, oh, the comments, God.
It's LIVE. That's one of the letters, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just live. Except it's not live. It's a premiere, so it's not live at all. It's just pre-recorded.
Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the secret code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg.
Yeah, sorry for my keyboard's clacking.
That's alright. It just proves one of us is actually bothering.
I don't care about any of these games.
Oh, what, the games are given away, or?
Yeah, I guess I'll do Mass Effect.
Oh, what was the one? Oh, that was just a montage. What we call a montage. All the things you just saw.
And the site's already crashed.
Yep.
Oh, alright. I guess I won't bother then. FIFA 21. It takes two, baby. A problem I found with a lot of those reveals is they were very vague about what they actually were. In some cases, they were just like, "Oh, here's a thing." I mean, I'm glad they didn't like go on bang on about them, but
yeah, it was quite snappy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they dragged on too much. It was actually pretty well cut together, I suppose.
I would say the format of this whole thing has been, for the most part,
better than EA's usual waffling. Like last year at E3, they were literally just going all day long. I was like, I ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess that was that.
So, what did we think? Salt or Hope?
Yeah, Star Wars looked good.
It
wasn't terrible. At least it was, concise. At least they didn't bang on about FIFA and Madden. We know what FIFA and Madden is, and they pretty much just went, "Yep, there's going to be a FIFA and Madden." And I was like, "Yep, that's fine. That's good." It was fine.
I mean, I liked it basically just on the strength of Star Wars Squadrons, but I also was just happy in general to hear about the crossplay and things like that they're doing.
And all the Steam stuff, and just like making their games more easily available in some fashion. And they didn't really. I mean, like they were making it sound like they had loads of stuff planned for Switch and other stuff at one point, but it turned out it was just Apex, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Suddenly we got Aaron here.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
hey.
Hey there. You right?
Hey, who's looking forward to the 6th skateboarding game this year?
Yeah, there's a lot, isn't there?
Well, there's like Skatebird, Wave Break.
We already know what the best one is. You just said it.
Yeah, and then there's like that weird cat skateboarding game where you kill unicorns. A rhythm game skateboarding game. That really boring looking skateboarding game. And then Tony Hawk's came back and was like, "Oh, we've got the first and the second remade." And then this.
Oh, you're right. I may carry on yours a bit, but
yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine.
It was okay. Star Wars did look good.
Yeah. That has made me from cautiously optimistic to interested.
Would you say you're hype?
Yeah, more hype than not.
Okay.
I'm salt. Like,
I mean, it is
I will
EA.
throw salt at you, kind of salt. That sort of salt.
That's a brutal kind of salt.
That's a lot. That's stingy kind of salt.
You could say that as say assault.
Ah, we're getting echoes. Echo. Oh, it's gone. No, it's still there.
That's going from Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Which
You're
one?
making the echo. It's really distracting.
Oh, sorry. It's because I'm on my phone. Let me get headphones.
That's alright, we're pretty much wrapping up anyway. We don't really have that much to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah.
What was everyone's game that they were most interested in? I guess mine was obvious with Star Wars, but...
Star Wars.
Well, mine was Sims 5 until they didn't show it, and then that made me very mad.
I mean, they were just saying, what was it, Sims 4 for...
Everyone
Steam.
gets to play Sims.
Yep. Sims
That's the
everywhere.
message.
Even,
Sims
even
Steam
people with a
edition.
Game Boy Advance.
Mhm.
I remember them, they used to just do sim ports for everything. They don't do that anymore.
Nope. No, not anymore.
Elk reckons his favourite was that Rocket Arena. Was it Rocket Arena?
Rocket.
Fortnite, Rocket League, Overwatch.
I mean...
It didn't look terrible.
Nah, power to you if that's the sort of thing. I don't know if I'll bother, but, you know.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably wrap that up then. It was fine. It was not terrible. It's still definitely not the worst thing we've watched since all this stuff. I mean, nothing's going to be that Summer Game Fest thing in terms of just nothing. Just literally nothing.
What's the next thing?
Maybe that NGPX thing on June 23rd. Because I haven't been watching every single one of these. Oh, mind you, that's apparently 7 hours long. So maybe not. I'm not going to cover that.
There's a recap thing Josh posted earlier.
Yeah, I haven't been watching it all because I feel like there's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, usually when you got E3, it's just Microsoft, Sony, maybe Nintendo got something, and that's it. Whereas now we've got like, oh, here's an indie stream, here's another indie stream, here's another one, and another, and another, and another. There's just too much. There's too many games. It's like, oh, here's 300 games. It's like, I can't process all that. It's too much.
Too much to get excited about,
Or not. It all just starts to blend together, and as you say, they've announced like 6 skateboarding games alone.
It's hard to keep the steam up, isn't it?
Like Steam, the surface. Right. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because this echo is driving me mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
That's fine. Yeah. Alright. That was sort of hype for the EA thing. It was okay. It was alright. There was a Star War that was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably head to bed soon. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.